Branch accounting. In this video, we will be covering basic concept of branches. Let us take an example of an organization. The organization deals in clothing and apparels business, which has its head office, that is the main office, which is located in Delhi. Now this organization also has various branches. Example, branches in different cities of India like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Jaipur. Also, it has foreign branches located in various cities around the world. Example, branches in London, New York, Paris. Now, one was the main office and the others were the branches. Now, the branches could either be local branches or they could be foreign branches. Now, why did the organization open various branches? See, when the organization first started its business, it started its business in Delhi. And once the business was well settled in Delhi, it thought that it should expand in its business in various other cities. That is why to expand its business, it opened up various local branches. And as the time passed, it also must have thought that why not export the products to foreign countries, and that is why open up branches in other countries too. So the main office then opened up the branches in various foreign cities. Let us now understand the transactions that happen between the head office and the branches. The head office generally sends the goods or the products to the branches, and then the branches sell these products to its customers in that particular geographical area. So we need to understand that a branch is in a different geographical area from the head office, and that is why the expansion of business is possible. Next, the head office may also send cash to the branch so that the branch may meet its day-to-day expenses like rent of the premises or salaries, etc. Now, when the branches sell the products, they earn money. This money is returned to the head office, and this money which the branch sends back to the head office is called as cash remitted. Cash remitted is nothing but the money that the branch earns by making sales, and it returns this money to the head office. So money returned by the branch to the head office is called as cash remitted. Let us now study the structure of branches. Basically, branches can be categorized as domestic branches and foreign branches. The branches which are located in the same geographical country as the head office are called as domestic branch. For example, if the head office was in Delhi, then all the branches that are located in India are called as domestic branches. For example, branches in Mumbai, Jaipur, Hyderabad are domestic branch, whereas the branches that are located in some different country, that is foreign branches, for example New York, Paris, etc. Domestic branches can be further categorized as dependent branch and independent branch. Dependent branch are usually smaller branches and they are dependent on the head office for their books of accounts, for their expenses, etc. Now I'll give you an example of dependency. You as students are not earning yet and you are dependent on your parents for various expenses, right? So your parents take care of you. Similarly, in the case of dependent branch, the books of accounts of the dependent branch are maintained by the head office. The other type is independent branch. Independent branch are large scale branches and they look after their books of accounts on their own. That is, they are Atmanirbhar. They don't rely on the head office for their expenses and they can take care of themselves independently. Now, there are two main methods of accounting. When you have dependent branch accounting, you have the debtor system and you have the stock of debtor system. Now, these two systems are accounting methods, and in debtor system you have only one account that you have to make, that is branch account, and the other is stock and debtor system, wherein you have to make various accounts like stock account, goods sent to the branch account, debtors account, etc. We will study these in detail in the class. This is all for today. This was the introduction of branch accounting. Thank you.